Hello? Hello? Can you hear me? You cannot hear me. That's interesting. Oh, the live is a little bit like there is a delay between log. Like, jeez. I don't have a Zoom account. Uh, they can ask me question in the chat. Why I don't have viewer now? Hi. Two more minutes. We're gonna start the meetups. So excited! This is the first time we do this way. Unfortunately, I didn't have the Zoom accounts uh, to to run this meetup with the Zoom call. So I decided to go live directly so everyone can join us. So let's wait a little bit more for the people to join, and then we can start with presentation and write some codes. I shouldn't watch myself in. Okay, everyone, we're gonna start. I know this is a live, so I had some problem with the date. So when I announced this meetup, so I announced it in the wrong time, and it was 10:30 p.m. And I don't expect too much people come because I just make it correct last night. And we're gonna start this today. And as you know, we're gonna build a blog with the Gatsby and Wordpress. So today we're gonna go to a little bit introduction about the Jamstack and why it's good and what tools we are going to use to make our web application or weblog or blog, whatever. So about the React-Dojo. React-Dojo is a meetup group we started 2017 or 2016. I don't remember exactly the date anymore. We run around 40 meetups already, and we start with the React Native and React, and also like anyone interested to help us with the organizing some meetups, let me know so I can manage it and then make a event for that. And so let's start it. Let's go to the presentation. So this is a little bit about me. You can read it yourself. I try to be a little bit funny, but I don't think so. I have a good sense of humor. But this is how you can find me. There's a link, LinkedIn, and my email. Anytime you want, you can reach me. I will share this presentation at the end. And where am I working? I'm working at a company called Builder, and you can see the a little bit description about my company and what we do. We're gonna start a sales if you have a renovation, so you can just go check our website to see buy flooring and those carpet flooring products. And Jamstack. So what is a Jamstack? Jamstack is an architecture designed to make the web faster. How? So do you remember the old style, like very old websites? So we had HTML files, and because those HTML files is small and it's pre-rendered, and then everything is ready, it's load very fast, and they of course Google loved them because they can all the content before the crawler can find all the content before loading. So so it's a very advantage for the Google search optimization, and also like because it's a static website, so it's very hard to break and get hacked. And one more thing is about good. Jamstack is it's very cheap to host, so you can host those websites anywhere you like. Almost we can host it anywhere, and you can find a lot of free hosting for them, like Netlify, Google, Gatsby Cloud, or VScode, and these are really good. So what is a J? J is a JavaScript, A is API, and M is markup. So let's go, and you can see like you can go to the Jamstack methodology. There's a lot of documentation, and we have very nice website. So which is like I loved it, and you can go and enjoy reading a little bit time. And let's go about the WordPress. Oh, that's when I was reading 40% of all the websites are built in WordPress. That's amazing. That's a lot. Millions, maybe billions. I don't know. I'm not sure. But who cares? Who cares how many websites? Because we don't, as a developer, personally I don't like to use WordPress, but one thing is that WordPress is very advanced. You can use as a backend. So how you can use a backend? So you just enable Graphql or API, REST API on your WordPress website, and then you call from your front end to it to get the data, and then load it in your custom front end on top of any framework you like. So we'll go that way very soon. So don't worry about that. And how to install WordPress in your local machine? That's a very good question. So before we had a easy PHP and other like XAMPP, so you have to install it in the machine, and there's a lot of like go back and forward. It was like a little bit tricky, but yesterday I found these tools, localwp.com. It's so localwp is a software. Sorry, localwp.com. They have a software. It's allow you to create a WordPress website in your hosting with some clicks. Very easy. I'm going to show you very soon. And one more thing is about that is you can connect it to your hosting, and then anytime you build it and then you're satisfied with what you have, current version, and then you can just push it to your hosting, and then you see, voila, you will see the live of your changes. And so for doing that, let me show you how to do it. First of all, I want to go to the website and to see if I can find anything good there. So this is their website. They call localwp.com. As you see, they have very small demo here. You can install as many websites you wanted, and also if you connected your hosting to this website, to these tools, so you can see all the website in the hosting, and then you can just pull them to like a Github or a source to your computer and then run it locally. That's very good. And so let's go. So I downloaded already. You guys can download it. And if you don't want to do it for today, no, don't worry. I will provide you guys online version of WordPress with the Graphql, so you can use it for today coding. No worries about that. And so let's go. So if I pull up the local in my local machine, so I install it in my Mac, and it's something like this. So it's very easy to use. So you just need to click on this one, and then what is your site name? I'm saying meetup.com, no, meetup WordPress, something like that. And you have an advanced option, so you can just name your URL and everything. So that's fine. So I'm gonna do that. So you say custom or preferred. I'm just for the preferred version, so don't worry. And you have username. So I'm gonna put admin and the password 123456. And you got the email here. So you want to if you want to, you can just put your email address, which is like I'm putting mine. I know today meetup is not about teaching you guys these tools, but so simple. So I just create my second WordPress, and as you see here, you have list of your local website, so which is you can go in and check it out. So for example, mine is, which you're like today we're gonna use it. So you see we have another one here. Now if I open the website, you see I just made this with this meetup WordPress.local. How easy it was, right? Yeah, I know you love me to introduce you these tools. Okay, so let's go to my meetup. So I want to use this one because I add some plugin I wanted, and I add some posts. So which is like I love to use them to build this application and load them in our Gatsby website. So let's go, and I want to open a website. Simple. I didn't add anything installing. It's just everything is there, and then but we have two posts here. So one of them is how to build a Shopify storefront with Next.js, and a beginning guide to proxy in a JavaScript. So these are the posts I made in Medium. So if you really want it, so you can just go and you can find me here, Medium, and if you search React-Dojo or my name, you will find me there. I'm advertising myself. Yes, true. That's right. Okay, so you see like all the posters I have, so it's very good. So you can just guys, if you like it, you can just go there and follow me, or do some clapping on my title. Click more. Okay, a couple times. So that's it. So I just copy those and I posted in WordPress. So I will show you how to do it. But right now we have our two blogs. So let's go to the admin. So in order to activate the Graphql in WordPress, so you need to install two plugins. okay, to specific plugin. And I'm going to show you what are the name of those plugins. So first one is WP Gatsby, and second one is WP Graphql. So it's very easy. You go to the admin dashboard and then click on plugin and then click add new. And then so you search Gatsby and you will see. So you'll see like those two plugins you have to install at the beginning. So yeah, first one and second one. And so for example, when you install these two, it's enabling GraphQL for you, and GraphQL IDE, so which you can go query anything you want. So you see here, so I have my all collection category and everything you want to see, like get them from the WordPress, the API, WordPress database. So for example, I want to get all the posts from WordPress. So I'm coming here and I'm not sure actually here. So let's see, posts. So I click on the post and then I click on nodes, and I want to get all the title, and maybe we can, yeah, where is the title? Feature image ID, no, I want to get the slug and title, and you see, voila, I got it. So good thing is about this, it's create a schema for you, so you have two different type of GraphQL queries, one of them query and one of them mutation. So which like, hey, so we don't go with the mutation today, but we're gonna cover how to do query in a GraphQL in a second. And so this is how you can see all your schema, and then how you can get those. So for example, today we use a post, so you can just find post, and then this is the element, this is the string or argument you can pass to the post to query different the data you wanted. For example, you want to be you want to get first element, last element, or maybe you just want to do pagination stuff, so you can just do here. And so that's it. Let's go to post. How did I make a post in a WordPress? If you work with the WordPress, you know it. If you don't worry, I cover it here too. So first of all, I went to the categories, and in a category I made two different categories to organize my posts. One of them is blogs and one of them is news. So then I go to the post and I click on add new, and in add new you can type your text, whatever you want, and here okay, hello meetup, hello YouTube this time. Hey guys, don't forget to subscribe YouTube channel. Hello YouTube, and I'm gonna add the image here. So you see, I want to add it to the blog. Maybe I'm gonna add it to news this time, and I want to add the feature image. I want to add this one. Okay. So this feature image is like a thumbnail, or the first image is shows at top. But if you want to add the image in your article, still you can do that. So I love how this editor is. Hello, I am just description and content, and we have short description about your post, and because we want to fetch query this SERP and then this description and then show it in the home page, so we need it. So hello, I am short description about for this post. So sorry for my typo. So let's publish this, or maybe I add the image too. I want to add image, again one more image, and that image should be upload from here. Let's upload this image. Why Jamstack? Okay. So now we are ready to go. So I publish this post, and now you can see view post. Click on the view post, and then you see I have it. And if I go to my home page, and you see I have everything. So I have 3 posts now. It's amazing how fast and quick is this to build a website for WordPress these days. Good job, WordPress team. But I'm so sorry for you. I'm not gonna use you anymore. Okay, so let's go to set up our Gatsby. Let's go to our presentation. What is left? So we covered this how to install locally. Oh wait, what's happened? How to install it locally, and how to get this install these 2 plugins. And we had some posts. And okay, so if you don't want to do that right now, so you can just grab this URL. Wait, let me see. Okay, so this is I made it in my local host, in my hosting, which is like so you can use it for GraphQL purposes. And so if I share with you guys, I can send it in channel. Hey Paul, how you doing, bro? Sorry, I just saw your message and I'm so late. Okay, this is so if you don't have the online version, or you don't want to install WordPress in your local, or it takes time for you, you can just use this one. So if you see, I'm just opening it here, and you see GraphQL is up and it's ready to use. How you want to use it in a Gatsby, we're gonna get there, no worries. And so we are end up this one, and let's go then Gatsby. What is a Gatsby? Gatsby is very good. So if you want to know more about Gatsby is a static generator framework, which is pretty fast, and I love to I personally love to use it, and because there's a lot of good things come with it. So for example, one of them is like you want to build a website which is with the React framework, for example, with React library, but when you start creating it, and there's a lot of things you need to take care of it, like a routing, like how to generate SSR maybe, or a static site, or maybe adding a lot of extra things. Okay, and but the Gatsby, they're doing all of those for you under the hood, and also they have really a lot of good other functionality, like I don't remember right now, but if you want to know, you can just go to the gatsby.org and read there, because we yep, so this is the website, and then you can go read whatever you wanted. And and the good thing is about the Gatsby has very good community, so you can just go there and then plug in. Almost they have plugin for everything, so you want it. And oh yeah, don't forget, and Gatsby has image optimization. It's automatically like optimize your images and give you doing a lot of good things for you, so you just can get it. And it's already provide you GraphQL to query and get those data with the GraphQL. And then see, like if you want to make a sitemap for your apps, for example, you just get Gatsby plugin sitemap. If you want to add a SAS, you just add this Gatsby plugin SAS, and then go to the documentation. So easy. So it's plugin based. You can just build your own plugin on it. And also, additional of those, Gatsby has a Gatsby starter. I think something like this, Gatsby starter. And so there is a use case. I don't remember where it is exactly. I can find it. All the starters. This one. Yeah. So if you go to here, so you can find a lot of good starter, so you don't need to build from scratch. For example, you want to build a simple website for yourself, and you just go there and then start it with this one. For example, you just go there and a git clone and then or Gatsby new and then use this, and you will have it. Or maybe this website, so it's already there, so pretty nice, right? So how we can do that? So today we're gonna go use our Gatsby default server. We don't want to be too much stuff in it. So for doing that, so I just copy this line. So I select my starter I want to use the starter from the Gatsby, so made it by Gatsby, and I'm just gonna copy this and open my terminal. So this one goes down, so I'm gonna open my terminal and just clone that. So for doing that, you need to have installed the Gatsby CLI, and for the installing Gatsby CLI, you need to run npm install -g Gatsby. Okay, first you need to do that, and then when you have it, you can just use the Gatsby command. So right now I'm doing it. See, Gatsby new Gatsby CLI starter kit. That's it. So technically here is say make this directory from me, and you can name it anything you want, to be honest, and the name, and then you say copy from this repository and install it. So I'm just gonna install that. Oh, I think I have that. So let me see. I cannot do that because I have it already, that directory, and I don't want to override that. So I'm gonna name it Gatsby Meetup WordPress. Is there any question, guys? Oops, so small. So what I did, I just changed the default starter name to my custom name, or to the name I wanted, and then I put the Gatsby repository, which I want to use as a clone. So this, so for everything is done. So now I need to log into this cd Gatsby oops, Gatsby meetup, and go inside. So now I have your install, and so I want to open my code editor. Okay, so now let me make this one bigger too, so you guys can see better. Let me know if is it good or not. Okay, a little bit smaller. So now for running the development server for Gatsby, you just need to yarn develop, and anytime you clone any project or you start any project from internet, so if you want to see what's a command what a script you can use, so just open a package.json and then go to the script section, script, and you see all the commands available for you. So right now we run in yarn develop, which is like running Gatsby develop. Simple. And so you have some information here. If you want to change them, you can change them later, and for now we just ignore that. So about this, how this directories works, we have today we have two files in the root directory we want to work on. One of them is Gatsby nodes to generate our pages. So what's happening in Gatsby node, anytime you build your project, so this file will run in your machine. Hello, Alex. This file will run in your machine. Sorry, guys. So it will run before you build, and then if you have any script you want to, or you want to create some pages, it's the best place to put it on. So let's we're gonna come back in this file, and then we're gonna use this. And then second one is a Gatsby Config. So Gatsby Config is the place you configure your website. So do you remember we talked about plugin? So now if you install some plugin, in order to use them, you have to add it to Gatsby plugin, to Gatsby Config, and then say, hey, this is the plugin, and this plugin does this. So for example, right now, if you want to read, so we have a source plugin, source 5 plugin, and this one, what it does is taking all the images, name images, and from the path of src images, and make them available in graph for us, so we can query those images path from the Graphql with the optimized version of it. So what is it optimizing it? So that's an interesting thing. So this Gatsby plugin image, and Gatsby transfer sharp, and Gatsby plugin sharp, these is used for optimizing and give you some optimized version of the file, and then all of that. So you see, like, we have a Gatsby plugin manifest set, so you can customize like your icons, like favicon, and some like themes, colors, whatever you want to add it there. And we have Gatsby plugin cloud, so we're gonna talk about, we don't cover this today, so but it's used for some when you want to host this on any hosting, and then you want to add some redirect and then stuff. So you just more advanced stuff, so you can use this and configure it for yourself. For example, you have a URL A, and then that a URL is not available, or you don't want it anymore. So you want to redirect anytime that hits in the browser, so you want to redirect the user to your main page. So this plugin is doing that for you. And other stuff too, but that's really one example, so let's forget about that. Let's go to the presentation. So this was how we generate the Gatsby in your machine. So what is this? So you have a pages. In the pages you have 2 pages here. You see 3 pages, 404 page, which is shows all the errors for you. And if you have error in the page, it will just shows that page for you, and then not found page. And so there's a difference between 404 page in a local and a build production. So you just, when you build it, it's going to show different way of that, so you can customize it the way you want it. And then we have a home page, which is index page. So you see here everything you have, and also index 2, we have a second page, page 2. So if you want to access to the page 2 in a browser, so you say, okay, blah blah blah.com and /page 2. This name is very important. So the name of the file is very important. The name of file is going to be your path of in your browser, or main address or slot. So so we don't need that. Let me remove this one using TypeScript. So we don't use the TypeScript today. And so we go there, and let me run this project. So when I run yarn develop, so it's give me 2 URL in my access. It's give me 2 URL to access. So one of them is our website, which is like access localhost 8000. So if I open it here, and so you see, this is the website we just made. So, and then it's run at local 8000. So you want to access to the whole second page, so you go click on the go to page, and then you see your page is open on the second page. And so do you remember I was talking about image optimization? So if I refresh this page, you see how the image loads in the page, and that's optimized version. So if you want to see like that, how it's that, this is the proof. So you just can go inspect the object, and you see, so we have a picture. So first of all, this one is the image wrapper, and then we have picture, and then we have source image and source, and the actual file of it. So this is give us the lazy loading and image optimization. So you see, like, first we load the lighter version of the image, and then we go to the second one, and then until load page, like that file is load and the image load completely, we shows the complete version with a good resolution. And so that's one thing. That's all. Everything happened with in the background with the Gatsby Sharp and Gatsby image. So you don't need to worry to generate different type of image and then you load it manually in your page. So let's go. We don't need this second page today. I'm gonna remove it. Okay, so probably I need getting some error here, maybe not. Okay. And in a home page, we don't need technically we don't need this information, so I'm just gonna remove them. And so yeah, let's remove them. And then we have a layout. So later on, because we want to use the anti layout, so I don't want to use this layout. So I want to just change this name to something else. And I want to put in layout component, and so I'm just gonna copy it and then change this name to that. Okay, I don't need this one, and voila. So let's load the page. So we have everything's nice. So do you remember it's like Gatsby Config? So we're gonna go there because we want to install some plugin to use. So what I do, I came here and then I change my Gatsby title to something else. For example, I am here, welcome dojo, welcome dojos, and I saved it. And now if I just go here, you see the config, the title is loaded. Why? Because in a layout, and we coded that, and then we get it from the, we coding it to, yeah, here we coding to the site meta, and then we're getting from the our GraphQl. So how that works actually, so let's see here, if I have that and then I add underscore GraphQl, I think it's something like that. So this is a graph you see. It's generated by Gatsby. So it's all give you all information. So what it did, so it was like here, site, and then so let's see what is the code here. Site metadata, and a title. So like if I want to do that, same thing, site and site metadata and title. And then I query that, and then you will see somewhere. Okay, so my query here is wrong because we don't have those information. And let's do it. You see, welcome dojos. We got it. Nice, right? So let's do one more thing here is what we want to do. We want to install our plugin we need. What plugins we need? So one of them is let me go to my document, this one. So and what plugins we need? So Gatsby plugins, I didn't list it here. Yeah, I think it's this one. Yeah, so I'm opening it. So what I need to do, okay, so simple, like what do I need to do is use the add the new plugins to Gatsby projects. So we need 2 different plugins, so I'm gonna install all the plugins we need. Actually it's 3. So yarn and Gatsby and source WordPress. So you can see, like if you want to go to documentation, you can just search this one and then you will see it. And also we have Gatsby and plugin and D, and also there's one so to run Gatsby so because Andy need requires some less files, so we need to install a loader for that. Gatsby plugin less. So we're installing those. You know which Gatsby plugin image, and so which one is doesn't find. Gatsby plugin and the what? Okay, let's see. Oh yeah, I found the problem. Let me copy it. I don't want to type. Lazy. Okay. I had a typo. So let's configure those plugins. So we're gonna add, just for configuring new plugins, just you add this and you add resolve and the name of the plugin. So the first one is the Gatsby source WP, and that one is accepting options, and options is accepting some parameters and some that, and then it first of all is the URL. So URL is the URL to your GraphQL. So my GraphQL, if I show you guys here, because I want to use my local one, so if I go to the meetup local, so this is going to be my URL, and so I'm going to copy it and I put it here. If you have a URL online one, so you can use the online one. So and then GraphQL, that's it. And so I want to add my entity, and that for doing that, so I'm just adding the again resolve and Gatsby plugin entity, and here I have options, and in options we have style true, and the last one is the module loader for CSS to support less. So Gatsby and then gonna be plugin less, and then I'll have options again and say less options, and then we have JavaScript enabled, and then true. So JavaScript enabled true. So that's it. So when you run this, when you change something in a config or Gatsby node, so you need to close your server and run it again. So for doing that, I just Control C and yarn develop again. Oh no, we got some error, so let's find it out. So they said WP is, oh, it's a WordPress. Why did it say WordPress? Okay, my bad. So there's one different thing happening here. So these plugins is going to query to our database, so to the WordPress GraphQL, and fetch all the information locally and cache it in the server. cache it in the directories, and then it's make it available for you to query from the Gatsby. So what happening so now, so let's this bundle is finished, so I will show you how, what is the difference now. I don't worry about these warnings, it's fine. Okay, so now if I go to this one, so now we have a lot more compared before. So now you have all the option for coding to the to your WordPress. For example, you want to get all the posts, so all WP. So all W post is for getting query to the post in the Gatsby. So now node. And a node. So what I have, I want to get a slug, and then I want to do query. So let me get rid of the first ones because we don't need it anymore. Hi Anna. And so you see, we got the slugs for 3 content we had before. So that's a nice thing. So we want to use this this query and copy it. Oh, we don't need it right now actually. So what I need to do, so index page, we want to query and then get those data in there, and then because we want generate some like, for example, list, and I'll make a list and then shows each post there, and then user can click on them and then go to the different page. So how we can do that? It's pretty easy to do. So you just need to at the top, so you have a Graphql. So you import the Graphql from the Gatsby. That allows you to send a query to the Graphql layer and then get a data back. So, and then you just want to export and then const, and then you call it page query. So this is a convention name, so you need to do it. So then you have Graphql, and that is equal to Graphql GraphQL. And in a GraphQL, so you want to say first thing is query. So one thing is good. So you this one is give you the code exporter. So you just can click on that and then copy whatever you have here. A little bit different, but it's fine. So what I have here is a query all post, and that's it. So I get all WP posts, and that one is give me this. So what I have is node slug, and then I have here props. So let me change a little bit here. Return, and here I have this. I'm doing this because I want to console log my props to see what data I'm getting back here, right? So let's see, my local, oops, where is my local website? So I'm opening it here. Okay, we got problem here. There was an error. Your GraphQL query cannot be all posts on your query, and that's reason is, I don't know. Let's find it out. So GraphQL query and all the posts should be fine. Maybe because I need to add something here. So I don't want to sort actually. Maybe let's just copy this one from here. Oh yeah, so when you do query, I think you need to add something there, but let's see, copy this one actually. Maybe it works. And then I open my website. Okay, seems working. and inspect it, and if I go to the console log and the props has the data and all WP post, and we have a notes, and this data is our slug for that. So if you want to add some title, how you can add title to it? So you just like add title, and maybe excerpt the short description and date. So now we'll refresh the page and go to there, data, all post, notes, and so if that's converted to an object now, so we have all the content we wanted. Nice, right? For date you can just do so there's a good things for the Graphql, like is so you can play with them. So you say I have a date and I want to format a string, and then you want to get this specific format for your date. So for example, I just want to get LL, so you see that how the type of date is March 6th, but if I don't do that, it's gonna give me something like this. And so for example, I don't need that, so this is the good one, so I'm just copying it. So date format a string, and I'm gonna post it here. That's pretty much everything I need, and except that, like, I want to get image. So how can I get image? So here future image is the image we post as that, it's a node, and then we have I think it's something media title, it's a local, so let me see, local files, and child image sharp, and then Gatsby image data. That's what you wanted, okay? So now let's get close. Okay, actually here I have it. So I'm just copying this 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4, and let's copy this code in. Okay, I got 2 there. Okay, now let's go to our home page and then see what the data we got back. Do we have our image or not? You see I have an image, node, local file, and I have all the information for image I need. Perfect. So how can I use this content now? Do you remember we installed entity? So let's go to the entity library, and then how we can use it. For example, what I want to do is at the top I want to be a slider, and then I want to add a list. So for slider, so maybe I just can add cursor, so I just search cursor, and then I got that. So I don't want to do like very I want to use just basic one of it. And so for doing that, I'm just copying the code exists there, and I'm copying here, and the cursor has this one, and I'm gonna put it here after my title, and I don't need on after change, so it will do it automatically, so I don't need. So let's see our home page now. Oh, we have a content style, so I didn't copy it from this. Okay, we're gonna remove it anyway soon, very soon, but let's see, make something work now for now. Okay, refresh. Well, we got cursor here. So what we want to do, we want to show all the posts here, like 2 3 last 2 3, and we want to load the image, and then we put some like a container here, and then we load the title of each post there, and some small information like a date, publish date stuff. So how we can do that? So I don't need this information anymore, so I'm gonna remove them. I'm gonna make another div here. So this is gonna be use our container. So now I have this so you see the props here. So props data and all WP's node. So nodes is the object we want to illustrate and loop through, and then make a new render element with the number of object we have here. So data all WP post node. So we are gonna get, I want to just go and structure data from to make me easier. So data, and also I want to get all WP post. Is it like that? All WP post, and then this comes from props, and then say all WP post dot map, and then dot nodes dot map, and then say node, and here for each node I want to run a div. Okay, return, and this one has a div, and inside the div I want to say node.title for now. Okay, so we got our node.title here. We don't see any other things. Should be fine. One thing I don't need this one, so let's see, keep it like that, and then inside a div. So do you remember so because this one is the React, and then anytime we use .map inside, and then we want to show a list, so we need to pass a key, and then name of key gonna be index, and where we get it from here. Okay, so this one is give us the node and index. Is there any question, guys? If you have, you can ask me anytime. So what I have here, I rendered title, and that should be fine. So let's see. Okay, I got this one. So first one, and so what I want to do, header, and we'll put this one inside that, and let's go continue this a little bit more. And at the top I want to import my Gatsby image like that, and so Gatsby image is gonna be, actually I want to get some CSS I wrote here before. I want to copy this. Okay. So I think it's better I do this. Okay, so I have a node title, and then here I need to have an author node first name. So I want to add author, and author has a first name. So let's see, and author node and first name. Okay, so if I go code explorer, and then I got author Okay, so let's see what we got. Okay, so what will happen? So I just made this container as so let me explain the code what I did here. So I made so this is a container for the image for that each slide, and then we have this slide container which loads one Gatsby image is entire taken entire size of it and entire size of the container, and I don't need this one. And also we have a content which is like a style which is a content, so we did absolute position to the parent which is a relative, and we did some styling to it which is this area. And now you see we have 3 posts. You can just navigate through different pages. Nice. And so you see we load the date here the way we want, and also the name of author. So and you see in the code we have it here. So let's go to content area. Oops, no. Yeah, actually I want to use content, and then I can bring the content from anti layout and layout deconstruct content from layout. Okay, and then in the layout I have a list. I just want to bring the list back. Let me actually, I want to do this. Okay. So what happening here? So I import the list from anti here, and so anti like this one is accepting grid. So what is happening here is for responsive, it's in a small device shows one card, one items. If it's a mobile, biggest like iPhone and stuff, it shows 2 in a row. And if it's a medium size or like tablet, it shows 3, and go on. So and then data source is this data source we pass to the array of the data we want to do. So it's here is all WP posts.node. So that's what it is. And then we have a render item. So each card we want to show in the page. So we have a list.item, we have a link. So link is the part of the Gatsby, so we have to import it. And what it does is accept one parameters called T2. So that's a link you want to, when the users click, goes to that there. And we have a card, and then we have the import card here. So what does a card do? Is just simple card, and then have it's accepting different things: hoverable, style, and then cover. In the cover is the image we want to show at the top of the card. And we have item.title, we have it, and item.sort.result, and then we have a strip.html. Strip.html is okay. So let me show you this one. So you have to be careful when you get the data from WordPress. The data has include HTML elements. So if you just put you show me this data, you will shows all these HTML tags. So we don't want to do that, right? So then in that case we need to install some libraries like this one, string strip HTML, or you can do whatever method you like. But what it does, so you install it to your projects, and then you can call it like that, string HTML, and then pass your string, and then you get the result, and then that's it. That's pure text. So what it does, so right now, so we don't have it, we didn't install it. Now let's go install it to your libraries, to your projects. Yarn and string strip HTML. And so now I have it. So now let me go and import it like that. So I'm just copying it. Whatever you want to type it, you can type it. Okay. I'm not sure like how many people are watching, but I hope it's a lot. So okay, so we have our projects running. Maybe we got one thing. Paragraph is undefined. So where did we use paragraph? Did we use anywhere? Okay, so we use a paragraph. We didn't import it. So paragraph is come from the typography. 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 Actually, it's small. Typography, and then I have const. So paragraph is equal to typography. Okay. So let's see what's happened to our projects. So they said true near typography limited was not found. Okay. I think I have some typos somewhere. So let's go to the entity and find typography. And I'm going to copy it from here. That should be fine. Okay. Let me close this. So here it said typography is not exported from Gatsby. Oh, sorry guys, I need to import them from Anti. So I mean my bad. I thought from I just imported from I don't know how was I probably was complaining about list card too. And let's go check our website now. Come on. Okay, it's building all the bundling all the packages and all the websites, so it takes maybe time, but usually it doesn't take time like that much. Okay, so do you remember I was talking about the Gatsby nodes? So this is the place you create your page. So for doing that, I just need to, okay, so website is up. Let's check it out. Yeah, it looks good. You see? I think it looks very nice. I got my website blog, and this looks nice. Okay, so let's go. When you click on this one, nothing happened, and because we didn't generate any new page for Gatsby, so let's create that one. So first of all, we need to have a template for, you say, okay, generate these pages, and this is a template, and then use this template to generate those pages. So right, so for doing that, I'm just creating a new in the SRC, I'm creating a new call directory called templates. And inside the templates, I'm creating new JS called index.post.js. And there is just like RFC. I'm just using my snippet post props CLG pops, and here say hello, and that's it for now. And here I am in a Gatsby Node.js. So what we're gonna do, const path. So we want to generate the pages in a build time. So for doing that, we just first of all we import path, const path is equal to require path, and then const post is equal to path dot resolve, and then we say the directory src, and then templates, then we go to the post.js, and now we have exports, create pages, exports dot create pages. This one is equal to this function, and this one has so this one is, you can construct the GraphQL and create page, action GraphQL, and then so these actions has a different method, but one of them which we want to use is the we want to structure the create page from it, and then equal to actions. So we get that. So now we have our we want to return something. This function return GraphQL, and that one is, so now we want to pass our query to it. So our query is something similar to our index, because we just want to have slug. So I'm just copying this one there, and I'm removing the node author. I don't need it, and I don't need anything except of 1 2 3 1 2 3. Okay, then this one is a promise. Okay, so then I'm getting this one, and then I'm calling a result of it, and then in a result we have a data, so which is like, looks like this, result dot data dot all wp posts dot nodes dot for each. So we want to illustrate that, and then we just do some magic on there, node. And so for each node we want to create a page. So create page is accept three parameters. First of all is a path. So what is the path of it? Is node.slug. Okay, and the second one is component. So the component we want to load to create that page, right? So do you remember we imported at the top post, this one? Yeah. So then we have a context. So the context, you can pass anything you wanted. For example, you can query any information you need here and then pass it to that as a context, so you don't need to query anymore in the home page, in the template page. But right now we just like make us there, so I'm just passing a slug, and then in the slug I want to pass node.slug. Okay. So because this is like there, so he's saying, okay, you need to run it again. I'm running it again. So we query to the database and get all the information back. And we create pages. Some of them is failed. Node verbose breakdown. So let's see. Okay, node pages didn't build the pages. So I'm gonna see what is the problem. All WP posts, all WP post nodes slugs. Okay, return GraphQl, then create page, and so we have all WP posts, all WordPress posts. Nodes are for each, create page, and node.slug component is a post. So what was the error here? GraphQl is not defined. Oh, okay, that was a typo. So sorry guys. Oh my eyes. Guys, don't forget to subscribe the channel. Okay, so you see I'm in this page and I have a hello, means my template works, and then I generate the page. So for proof of that, so you just can go to the invalid URL, and then you see in the 404 page, we'll see like how many pages you have. Hello YouTube, one of post, to a beginner guide to proxy in JavaScript, how to build a Shopify storefront with the Nodejs. These are my websites. These are my posts, so that's good news. So when I click on them and I see the hello, we just like go here and then console log to see. Do you remember with props we did log our props? So you will see all the props here. So page context is the this log we pass as in the code here. So technically you can pass anything you have in the nodes, and then you don't need to query to GraphQL anymore. But let's go to do GraphQL. So we want to that right now. We have a context and a slug in our context. So now we want to query to GraphQL and grab the data for that. For example, like here, I need to, for doing that again, we need to import the GraphQL from Gatsby, and here I have again export cons page query, and that's equal to this, sorry, GraphQL why are you typing around this word? And then let's see how we can code it to the graph, right? So I'm gonna remove all this. So do you remember we had all WP posts because we want to get all the posts? So right now we don't want to get all the posts. We want to get just one post, and that should be the post we are in. So you have here, and so you have all the filter you want to get. So I want to be slug because slug is available for me, and one of them is slug is this. Okay, and then I want to get the date, and then again format a string, and I put LLL. I want to get a comment. I want to get author information, URL, and again I want to get first name, last name, and from this here we want to get date, and we want to get the feature image, again feature image, and it was a local file, and then image sharp, and Gatsby image data. Do we have we need a slug again? If we have a slug, we don't need a title. And is there any other information you can get a tag if you add a tag, or you want if you have a category somewhere. Category information, do we have it? Should be have some. Okay, let's see this one, what it does. Okay, so it gives us a data of that post. So now I'm just copying this, and I'm gonna put it in my post here. Damn. But so here there's a difference. Because I want to query a specific title because I have it. So do you remember we have pass slug, and that slug is available for us as a string. So now instead of the normal that, we can just pass whatever is equal to my slug, which is available for me in this post. So now I got this slug here and a slug, and I'm passing, say, okay, give me the post which is a slug is equal to my slug in my contest. So let's see now, save it, and then open the website and see what do we got. Not this one, maybe this one. So do you remember we had like post? Now we have more information, title, date, content with specific page. You see that content and title is changing regarding the page we have. So it means it's proving we are fetching the right data here. Okay, that's nice. So now let's build something to show our content. So let's say first of all I want to import. I have the code ready because it's getting long. I don't want it to make too much long, this meetup. Okay. So let's see. Nice. So technically I'm gonna go through the codes what I did. So here I import some like useful libraries from the entity, and also we have a Gatsby image and Graphql and layout component to showing the top head, and if you have footer stuff you can add it. And so this is the 4 hours meetup. That's the wrong image. It's fine. So you have the title of the page, so that's it. And then we have two columns. This one is a row. Which is like shows this area, the title and avatars and publish date of the publishing this post. And let me do something. Okay. So and then we have Gatsby image, which is that image we got from the query. And then at the end, so do you remember the content has some HTML tags inside of it? So we want to load it is as it is we save in WordPress. So the WordPress is provided some when you get the data of the content has all the styling include that. So you see here the content has a p tag and it has an image tag, probably like a lot of things to inside. So we load as it is with the HTML. So for doing that, we just need to pass the HTML like this way. So we're calling it dangerously set inner role and then pass HTML and then content. And that's pretty much for everything for today. Thank you guys for joining, and this was awesome. Personally, I learned a lot when I was preparing this, and because I don't use Gatsby too often, and so I'm really I'm apologizing if there was some lack of understanding, maybe to explanation of that, because maybe I didn't understand. I completely understand, but no, I think probably just like I didn't research too much, to be honest. It's so simple. Like, the Gatsby is pretty straightforward and to learn easy. And the last time I was working with the Gatsby was like more than half a year ago, but this is pretty good. And so let me know. So this is like you can see. Let me one more demo it to you guys. Nice. Oh, we don't have this image. It's fine. We have images here. That's really nice. Okay, thank you guys very much to joining me. If you have any other questions, let me ask me. You can always reach me and on so for your answer, Katie, so the anti is very popular and has a lot of star, and personally it's really easy to use compared to other libraries, and it's pretty much fast, and it's always had everything I needed and used by a lot of good companies, to be honest, like, and that's a reason. And pretty much they have examples of every single the component they have, and each of the component has a lot of APIs, so you can use them. And I use it for 2 enterprise apps in my past, which is pretty cool, and it gives me whatever I need. And any other question? Okay, I'm gonna end this stream, and thank you to join me in this meetup. And please, if you're watching this again and then later, and you're not watching it now, so please don't forget to subscribe, and that means a lot for me. And thank you for some. I know like we accept some donation, and some people donated, and I'm really appreciate it. That's key. It's not for anything. It's just like we want to, because we pay for subscription of the meetups and other stuff. So we just paying those, and that's it. Hey Ken, sorry, I didn't recognize your name. And yeah, that's everything, pretty much. Yeah, feel free to reach me in a Slack channel anytime you want it, and have a good day.